I've been having a lot of Wi-Fi problems and issues since I've been installing so many smart products. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I have around 10 of these every month. So today I'm gonna upgrade to one of the best Wi-Fi routers you can currently get on the market, and I'm gonna let you know everything about it because I've been using it for a while. Let's begin. So how are you doing, my friends? I'm Walter and welcome to the channel. I'm basically reviewing gadgets here on YouTube, and if you want to hear about cool and new and innovative technologies, that's where you want to be. Click on the red subscribe button down below so I can see you on my next videos, and I have some cool gadgets coming up. You don't want to miss on any of the new and upcoming product reviews. But today we are with this. This is the Asus ZenWifi AX. It's a tri-band mesh Wi-Fi 6 system that basically gives you Wi-Fi coverage everywhere. In this specific setup, you get two XT8, which basically means the ZenWifi router. And each of these has a 2.5 gigabits Ethernet WAN port and 3 gigabit LAN ports. You also get a USB 3.0 port for installing accessories or upgrades to your router. The router itself has 6 antennas inside and 256 flash memory with 512 megabytes of RAM. Each one of these units can open a 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi network and a 5 GHz Wi-Fi network. With a 5 GHz AX network, you can get up to 4,800 megabit per second speed. And obviously you have all the other features you would expect from a router, like encryption options, management options, and a lot of new features. So we don't even have to do an unboxing today because we have the two routers over here. And I just want to show you guys what you can do with these two. This is basically the power plug, which is a generic 220 volts, at least in my area. And this is a Wi-Fi mesh network setup. That means that basically using these two, you can get an amazing Wi-Fi network, and I've been using them for a while now, and I can definitely tell you that my Wi-Fi experience after having these two has gone and really got improved. And when I'm saying improved, I mean that usually I get 150 megabits per second when I'm connected to the Ethernet port on my router via cable. Now with these on Wi-Fi, I'm getting on almost all of my mobile clients around 140 megabits per second, and the lowest latency I ever seen, which is around 60, just about anywhere. And I'm talking about a range that it is around 120 meters. Now these two with this setup can provide you up to 500 square meters of great Wi-Fi range. So we're talking about a product here that's basically built to solve all of your Wi-Fi problems, and for me, from the testing that I've done, it definitely does that. So if you have the budget, and this is the big thing here, these guys are not cheap. You can always check my description of my videos to see links to where you can get these products, but these two are definitely not cheap. But if you can afford them, you'll probably solve all of your Ethernet latency and bandwidth issues because they do what they're supposed to do. And with mesh technology, you basically get these two, and the thing here is that you get each one of them connected and they talk to each other on a specific band or range, and then when they do have this conversation between them, this second unit opens up another network, but it's on the same name, and your products, they know when they have to move, depends on their connection. So eventually what you get here is an expandable network. You can get as many of these as you need to expand your network coverage and speeds and latency. And in the end, I can tell you right now that probably you don't need more than two, because you get a 500 square meters. Not many people live in a house that's bigger than that, but if you do live in a house that's bigger than that, you probably have to get another unit. But in the end, I found that at least in my case with 120 meters, I'm getting 140 megabits per second everywhere via Wi-Fi, which is just about crazy, at least from my experience. So that's the mesh system on these two. Obviously, you can connect to the LAN ports anything you need. So for example, if you have this guy connected, like let's say 200 meters away, you can still get something or a laptop, for example, connected to it via the LAN port, even though it gets the internet from this guy on another modem, let's say on another side of the apartment. So in the end, you still have the LAN ports on each one of these units, which you can use with the Wi-Fi or without, whatever you need. So in the end, this is just the hardware aspect of things. In terms of software, you can connect to these guys via mobile phone, via web browser. The installation here was super easy. All you have to do is basically get a computer, get it connected via one of these LAN ports. After you connect the one port to the modem, obviously, and after that, just open your browser. You'll get to the first screen that tells you you've installed a new router. You click on next, you specify a network name and the password, and that's it. And you probably want to keep it the same because you want to have all the whatever you have on your network still connecting to the same network, even though you just changed routers. So that's a tip for me, because during this review I had to test out these two routers and I had to replace with my current one. And eventually I found out that if you don't put out the exact SSID or the network name, you'll have to reconnect with all of your machines or clients. But in the end, I have around 35, so definitely want to make sure that you have the same name. After that, you'll get everything connected. That's about it. It's super simple. And then you can tweak with the settings. I've actually kept everything on automatic, but there is one setting that I changed, which I think is amazing. And that setting is actually where you specify the prioritization of your network. In my case, for example, for me, it's really important that media streaming is super prioritized. And you have the option to do that with this router. You can also specify that you want, for example, gaming prioritized. But in the end, for you, you can change whatever you need. And that means that a specific client on the network, for example, doesn't do whatever is prioritized, is gonna have either less bandwidth or bandwidth limits or whatsoever, and you're gonna have most of the bandwidth, which for me is really important because it means that my router finally understands what is important for me on my network. And that's a huge feature. You also get a lot of new other features, including the option to obviously see all the clients on the network. And because this is a mesh network, we can actually see whatever is connected to this specific unit or this one, which is the main one. You can see the signal strengths just on watching the homepage of the router, and you have a lot of other options like parental controls, obviously, which is a thing you'll see on most routers these days, but you get a lot more. You get firewall, and you get the option to actually see and diagnose whatever is going on your network right now via the mobile phone app or via the web browser. So you get everything that you need to get everything you need to know on your network. So all in all, I'm really excited about this product. The bad thing here, you gotta understand that you need a budget. This is not cheap. I have links in the description of this video for more information in terms of pricing. And also, I think the size is right here. I'm seeing a lot of huge routers these days, especially one of the Xiaomi's AX series is too big for my case. And this one, it's small and it gets the job done, and you get a crazy signal to everywhere you need. So all in all, a huge recommendations for me here. Just make sure you have the budget for it. I'm going to put links in the description of this video below. If you want to see more of my cool reviews and gadgets, just check out these two. This is another two gadgets that I think you're going to like if you like this one, and another one over here. And also you have the option to subscribe if you haven't done so already. I have some really cool stuff coming in, so definitely subscribe. So I'm going to see you on my next videos. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.